aka Sarayah, and I like to give glory, honor, and praise to the Most High. If you guys hear an echo, it's because of the room that I'm in, which is the bathroom. But anyway, how are you guys doing today? I have a few minutes and I wanted to spend those few minutes with you all while I crochet. Okay, I was getting ready to grab me something to eat, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to eat too early because I'm going to be hungry. Hey, Kim, how are you? I said, I'm going to be hungry. Let me know if the audio is okay. And so I decided, you know what? Maybe if I go live, it will stop my stomach from being hungry, okay? Hey, Lady T. Oh, good to see you too, Kim. Lady T Things That Blings. How are you today? Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Y'all, I have not been so active over here, okay? And ain't nothing I can do about it. There's no need for me to start making plans, talk about what I'm gonna do, because every time I say I'm gonna do something, I find myself doing the opposite. So let me just zip it. Hey, Ola Joe, Andrea, how are you? Don't forget the thumbs up. You say have an appointment soon, but we'll play you on the laptop shortly. Oh, awesome. I can hear you great. Ola Joe, the crochet and sailor, said hello to all. Yes, thank you guys so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Y'all, let me tell you something. It has been such a beautiful day here. How is the weather where y'all is at? Because Chicago weather is performing, okay? It is performing so good, you guys. We've been getting like the 70s and the lower 80s. And when I tell you it has been some beautiful, beautiful weather, it has been some beautiful weather. This type of weather, you said I did run to the Dollar Tree today. Kim, did they have any at your Dollar Tree? Did they have any? You say it's hot here again. Girl, the heat be on, but here in Chicago, we just have been experiencing some really beautiful weather, y'all. And I just want to, I thank God for it. You say, I hear you, and making plans and something. Okay. Else to come up with. Awesome, Lady T. You know you so creative, girl. You know how creative you are. And sometimes our creative juice is expensive, right? You be like, I'm not going to do anything else. I'm not going to make anything else. But our creativeness would not let us sleep, right? It'd be like, you know what I should do? And you know what I should do, right? Not yet, but they were unloading trucks. I asked though, Philadelphia weather is so good. 80, oh girl, around here, girl, that's some beautiful weather. Y'all, I be like, and even though it's been like really, really nice, it gives me the opportunity to like have my fan down low, because I still gotta have a fan on, y'all. So I'm just, just glad to experience some of this nice weather that we have been experiencing. But it's supposed to be getting back warmer starting next week, okay? Our summer is not completely over. How do I delete? I don't know. Delete by, I don't know, Roy. What are you asking? What are you asking? I don't even know. Y'all know when y'all do those, when you do those pop-up lives, you don't know who's going to come through and what they're going to say when they follow through. But anyway, so I just been out. I went to this store that we have here. It's called Pete's, and the watermelon season is still on. So I bought me some figs and watermelon, and it was just so good, so good. I will be enjoying my pool this weekend. Girl, you better enjoy that pool while you can. Why is still warm enough to do that? That is awesome. Roy, what is you trying to do? I don't know. Are you trying to get No, I don't know. What are you trying to do? But yeah, you guys, so I had some time and I was like, you know what? I don't want to eat my lunch too early. So let me go on live. Let me talk to my people. Okay, let me talk to my people. I need to delete a comment. It'd be like three dots there, and it'll once you hit the three dots, it'll give you the option to delete your comment. Yes, don't forget the thumbs up. I figure if you're gonna come and see what somebody is talking about, you might be interested. It's not there, but don't worry about it. It goes away. It goes away on its own as well, Roy. Even if you don't delete it, it'll go away on its own. Don't worry about it. It's not like you said anything bad, and let's keep it all kosher over here. At least we try. We try. Thank you, Roy. To keep everything kosher, because you know what I always say, you don't know what type of day a person is experiencing, and you know they can literally be at their breaking point. So we don't want to break nobody's spirit, right? I don't see any comments, Roy. Yeah. So it's okay, because y'all know how the comments, it deletes itself. It moves itself. So it's quite all right. Don't worry about it. I am crocheting as well. I'll share what I'm crocheting. I am using the homespun yarn. I'll show that on my other channel, which is DOY Creations. I'll show all my finished products over there. Y'all, trying to run two channels. You're gonna always, yeah, it disappeared. Yes, that's what it does. It disappears all on its own, but that's nice of you to wanna, delete something that you probably don't want to say or something like that. I always say, if you don't have anything good to say, just let it be. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, people are experiencing, hardship or whatever they may be experiencing. Maybe they're not experiencing anything in a negative form, but they want to keep that energy up. And I am high energy, so I like to keep energy high, Yes, I had blood work done this morning, and the girl was working alone and overwhelmed. So I was very kind to her, and she really appreciated. See, nobody knows nobody's journey. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we can be a little bit impatient, and sometimes situation calls for you to practice patience. It really does. Life will teach you lessons. It's like we miss the lesson because we're so in a hurry for life, And I want to start living life slowly and just enjoying every aspect of life. And the way that you do that is being kind to people. Like, you just got to be kind. I know they don't want you to be kind. The society and the world that we live in, they don't want us to show kindness towards each other. They want us to show animosity and impatience and anger. I was seeing some on Facebook, y'all, the road rage is deadly. It's not that I hit your car and you hit my car. That's the end of that. Call our insurance. No, these people are pulling out weapons. Okay, they are ending people's lives over road rage. Like, this is where we at. So just being kind and just be like, oh, I'm sorry that I cut you off, that I, you know what I'm saying? You can have the whole lane if you need it. Okay. Right? It's awful. You can have the whole lane if you need it. But that road rage and pulling out weapons and tearing up each other's cars. The one that I recently just saw was the truck hit him and the guy backed up and hit the truck, and then the truck hit him again and the guy backed up. I mean, they was going back and forward, tearing their own cars up. And my question is, how is the insurance going to determine who's at fault when there's so much going on? I don't even like to drive anymore. It'll make you don't want to drive. Effie, how are you? She said, hello, everyone. It'll make you don't want to drive. It's like, I'm thinking like, y'all, do y'all know that there's cameras on everything we say and do? It's on expressways, it's on the streets, it's in your stores, it's everywhere. So you think the insurance company is not going to follow up and follow through to see actually who's at fault? And even if the other person was at fault, because you engage in the craziness, you might be liable. It was just, I was looking like, is this for real? And the guy, how things are for real, because he wasn't anticipating on seeing this type of thing. He probably was doing his own vlog, but because he was outside and he saw all that, he started turning the camera around on these road rages. And it's just not worth life, you all. Life is more than just, I'm so angry. I'm just, learn some self-control. That's the objective. Try to learn some self-control, because I would throw my hands up in a minute and apologize. I'm like, oh, did I cut you off? Because it can happen. Sometimes people can get your blind spot and you may not see them, and you swerve on over to their lane, or you proceed over to their lane. And we all are hot-headed sometimes. Nobody is exempt from it. I mean, I like to talk about it, but certain things can, ruffles your feathers, and you looking like, why did you just do that? And then, but you got to catch yourself and be like, ugh. Just for that moment, you may have that anger, like, what just happened here? But you just try to, remember that, accidents happen. But these type of road rages is people pulling out weapons. And I'm looking like, who got it? Oh, my goodness. So we got to be careful out here. That's why I said, we do our live chats and we do the public live chats. And sometimes you get people that don't want to be so nice in the comments. And it's like, please take that energy somewhere else, because over here we trying to live and enjoy living. We got other things to think about, right? You know what, Kim? Okay, so I was working on the hats for homeless. So like I said on my other video that I shared on DOY Creations, I was working on the hats for homeless. And I finally got through with, because I'm sending it to 2 different organizations. So I had a number of hats I had for this place and a number of hats that I had for the second place. And so I finally got finished with making the hats. And y'all know how it is when you got to sew in all those loose strands and, get it all beautified and all that stuff. So that's what I've been pretty much working on, the hats for homeless. And I'm so excited. Actually, I got another person that I'll be reaching out to her sometime this weekend to see if she is collecting any hats for homeless, because I'm trying to do the hats for homeless and I'm trying to get that on done and out of the way. I try to give my contributions kind of quickly, and just because the mailing sometimes can be very pricey, and that's the only thing that delays me is the shipping. Hey Aisha, hey beautiful Aisha, how are you today? So yeah, still working on the hats for homeless. Yes, I've been just excited about that, knowing that, your small contribution can help somebody. Aisha, you know what? I'll let you know what I can do is because I just did a video, was it my latest video? When I'm talking about the flip-flops, I mentioned the hats for homeless, but I'll definitely provide you with that information. Yeah, if you didn't see that last video that I put up, not my last video, but I got in the title, hats for homeless. In that video, I have the person information to send that to, which is a KK Crochet channel, the BMO, the Bumblebee Ministry, the BMO. I know it stands for Bumblebee and something else. So yeah, check that last video out on my other page, and you'll be able to see that. Because like I said, and then I had some hats that wasn't moving, wasn't selling, and it give me a chance to get rid of some stuff, you all, because when you're a crocheter or okay, cool. when you're a crocheter, jewelry maker, painter, designer, whatever thing that you do, I can only hold on to for inventory for so long before I need to get it out of my inventory. Like, either I'm going to donate it, or I'm gonna try to figure out another way. But I did figure out another way. Is I know I got to do this sometime today. I'm going to be what I'm going to be doing is a couple of craft fairs. I was trying to find the right price for the craft fairs because I'm kind of like out of the loop with it, and so I found two was $30. So I'm gonna try to do both of those craft fairs for $30. I found the larger craft fairs that was like, I think $125 per day, and I was like, I'm not ready to spend that type of money and then try to work so hard to get my table back. You know how you got to first get your table back before you can see any profit. So that's why I didn't go for the larger, but believe me, I have been to larger ones, But because I've been out of the game for a little while, I'm only going for the craft fairs that's $30, $40, $50 max. So I'll be coming back, sharing it with you all, sharing with you guys how I'm going to set up my table, what new products I'm getting in there. I'm kind of trying to get out of my comfort zone. I am a hats person. I will have hats and earrings for days to sell, scarves, but I want to step up my game and try some other adventures and see how that, plays with my table. But you guys stay tuned because it's going to be in October and November. And I want to see, I want you guys get inspired to either do a craft fair or, create some new things. You say have so many things to donate. It's crazy how it, yes. It accumulates so fast, right? And that's why I really enjoy, donating, because I like to donate to things that I know is going to be a good cause. Please don't forget to thumbs up. I like to donate to things that I know is going to be a good cause and I know it's going to be used. I don't like to give anything just to be giving it and then it just sit at, I don't know where it sits at. But donating hats for homeless, trust me, people need hats in the wintertime. They need scarves in the wintertime. So these are items that I know people is going to use because it does cost us, money to purchase. I don't care if you bought everything on clearance, it still costs you your money and your time to create and make, So when I'm doing those type of things, I really want to put it towards people that I know will greatly appreciate the effort and, enjoy what I'm sending. I don't have time to do it any other way. So yeah, I'm glad about it. Because, we crochet a lot. Or if you're a jewelry maker like Aisha, she a crocheter and she a jewelry maker. We make a lot because my creativity juice is always on. And then if you want any type of like social media, of course you're going to be inspired by what they're presenting, what they're showing. And you like, you know what? I like that. It's so many things I'd be like, I like that. And I like this. And I'd be like, pump your brakes. Yes, I have. I think with that one, Warm Up America, it was somebody, YouTube channels who, one of my subscribers or something. I think we did the Warm Up America. We did the Hats Not Hate. That's Sunita. She does the Hats Not Hate. So I try to do as much as I can. Yeah, because you know what? They say this place is all that, but you got people that's struggling very hard here. They fighting to get here, but there's a struggle here as well. So yeah, definitely want to, see what they have. The ones that I like to give to don't have no barriers to telling you, like sometimes Warm Up America, they got a lot of specific things that they want you to send to them. And sometimes when I'm doing things, I'm just doing it from the kindness of my heart with no restrictions. It's just something that I'm doing. I made it, I gave it, utilize it as, as needed. But when I start having all these, different, things that you have to do, it can sometimes delay the process. That's all I'm trying to say. And there's nothing wrong with having Pacifics. That's absolutely fair to do. Nothing wrong with that as well. So yeah, guys, I'm just glad to be here today and seeing you all. I'm so glad y'all here. I'm so glad. Thank you for hanging out with me for a little while. I just didn't want to eat my lunch no earlier. I'm like, I'm not gonna eat lunch right now. I'm not about to eat lunch because in the next hour I'm gonna be back hungry. Yes, I am. I'm gonna be right back home here an hour later. So chill out and that'll be okay. Yeah, so don't forget to check out that video, Aisha. It's the one that is going to talk about the flip-flops. The title, you're going to see me holding up a flip-flop, but in that is I'm talking about the hats for homeless. And yeah, check out the channel, check out what they got going on. And like I said, it's a great way to use up some yarn that you really ain't doing too much with it anyway, and cranking out some hats to help somebody. What could be small to us could be humongous to a person that is in need, okay? I mean, it could be humongous. So we want to make sure that I'm not looking at things the way that would fit me, but fit somebody else, Okay, I appreciate it so much. Yes, I do. Anyway, y'all, I ain't really have nothing. I just had a little time and I want to spend that time with you guys. I hope you guys have a happy Friday and y'all have a happy weekend. Do something kind for yourself and for someone else, but don't forget self. It's like sometimes we always ready to be kind to someone else and we kind of neglect ourselves. So I want you to be kind to yourself as well, however that looks for you. All right, however that looks for you. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to head out because now I can go ahead and eat something. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in these YouTube streets, and I appreciate you guys just hanging out with me a few minutes, okay? All right, Kim, Aisha, and everybody that came in, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Deuces. All right, bye, guys.